It really does make me so happy to see what RJ Barrett is doing in the Olympics. So today, literally, in a win over Australia, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals in Canada's opening game against Greece. Also a win, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, doing all of this while shooting 60% from the field, 40% from 3, and 92% from the free throw line. And the reason this makes me so happy is because it really is another indicator that RJ Barrett's career is heading in the right direction. He's going to be just fine, because there was definitely some doubt about that. It's just been a very chaotic start to his career, very up and down, because he gets drafted to the Knicks, number 3 overall, kind of unfairly gets compared to Zion and Ja. He just wasn't that. He gets drafted to what was at the time a dysfunctional Knicks team. If you remember, they signed 4 power forwards after missing out on KD and Kyrie. And then after that, he struggles somewhat his rookie year, but then it seems like, okay, he's finding his role as the Robin to Julius Randle's Batman, averages over 20 points, helps the Knicks get to the playoffs in 2021 as the 4 seed. But then once Jalen Brunson got there, RJ Barrett was sort of miscast. Like he was the odd man out basically, because then all of a sudden, instead of Randle and RJ being the engines to New York's offense, it became Brunson and Randle. And that's obviously no slight to anyone. That's just how it should have been, because Brunson and Randle are just that good. But then RJ sort of got, he was sort of unofficially asked to become more of a 3-and-D guy, more of a complementary piece. And that's it. Those just weren't his strengths. And so there are definitely still some great moments in that role. And obviously he was still a big piece in terms of helping the Knicks to the playoffs in 2023, was a big reason why they beat Cleveland in the first round in games 3 and 4. He came up huge in those 2 games, but it was just very clear that the role the Knicks needed him to play was not the one he was best suited for. So then he gets traded to Toronto, and that's where things start to really go up for him. He starts to play well. They really start to play him to his strengths, getting downhill, attacking the basket aggressively, and it was reflected in the numbers. He goes from averaging 18 points in New York to 22 with Toronto, but more impressively, the efficiency skyrocketed. 42% from the field in New York to 55% in Toronto, 33% from 3 with the Knicks to 39% with the Raptors. And so it's just been really great to see him, carry that momentum that he got, the confidence that he got, once becoming a Raptor, to carry that into the Olympics for Canada, which is such a big moment for Canada basketball, because obviously they haven't, historically had so much success, but in these last few years they've been really building. They got the bronze medal, I believe it was, in FIBA last year, and that was such a big moment for them. And so for RJ to be such a big part of that and carrying the momentum, because again, it's 24 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists on 60% shooting in both these opening wins in the Olympics. That's massive, and it's just been so great to see. And my hope for RJ is that he keeps it going in the Olympics, because it's such a great story. I want the best for him. I hope he could keep it going in the Olympics, and I hope he's able to help Canada grab an Olympic medal for the first time since 1936. That was the last time Canada got a medal. They got a silver medal at the Berlin Olympics in 1936. That was the only one they got. But with RJ playing this way, and SGA being SGA, and all the other NBA players that they have, who knows what they could do. So my hope is just that RJ continues this level of play throughout the Olympics to really just continue to build his confidence. And then what I also hope is that the confidence and the overall experience of the Olympics, however it ends, I hope he can parlay that into, more growth on the Raptors this coming season, because we've seen a lot of guys credit playing in the Olympics with the breakout season they had, because it's such a great experience just playing different basketball, international basketball, getting that confidence, and just seeing how some of the other best guys on your team work, and new tips and whatever. So my hope is that RJ can parlay this experience and continue his ascension, which has really just been on such a great rise. And I love to see it, because he might not be on my team anymore, but I always rooted for him when he was on the Knicks, and I still want the best for him, even if he's no longer part of my team. And it really looks like the best is still yet to come, and it really does look like it's going to be great.